Hello and welcome back to Just Like Grandma's and Then Some with me, Helen Ann. So today is the second video, I had to fly, for making Marley's birthday cake, which her birthday's tomorrow, November 3rd. So we actually will be finishing decorating it then, because we have to get it nice and cool. So to make our marble cake, we're going to be doing white cake, and then we're going to be making a chocolate cake. And since Marley wanted maple, I'm using maple syrup instead of sugar, because maple syrup is a natural sugar as it is. So I will post the recipe down below, so you guys will have all the recipes for it. Actually, there are two family recipes that I'm using, my favorites. Now the recipe calls for a cup of margarine or oil. I'm using butter. I just melted some butter here, so it's nice and melted.
Oh, chocolate.
Yeah, that's for the chocolate cake.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not using Coke, I'm using chocolate. So I'm going to put this in here.
Steamy.
Yes, well, it's hot.
Okay.
And I'm going to go by you. I'm going to put that back there because I'm going to need to melt the butter for the chocolate cake. And this here is the corn syrup. Throw it in there. Yummy. And I'm going to mix this together to get it to cool down for one. To get it all combined. And you're going to need 4 eggs, which I have here, which I'll be putting in there shortly. And you're going to need 3 cups of flour. And I'm using pastry flour because there's less gluten in it than regular flour. So there's 1. Now this is for the white cake mix. 2. And I put it in my sifter. 3. There we go. Nice and going there. And we also need a ½ teaspoon salt, which is in here. And 3 teaspoons, of baking soda. That's going in baking powder, not soda. Baking soda is in the other recipe. When you got 2 recipes on the go, it's confusing sometimes. So we're just going to do this. And actually, we'll be right back before I put the eggs in there. Alright, we're back. And as Marley was saying, oh, this smells so good. Okay, so now I am going to put the eggs in. Just to get them mixing up really, really nice.
They're not mixing.
They're mixing. And we also needed milk, which is a cup of milk we need for this recipe. So I'm just going to add gradually. I just speeded it up a little bit. Just turn it back down. I'm going to add a little bit of this at a time to get it incorporated there. Because it is kind of different than using just regular sugar. Going to add a little bit of milk. It does smell really good though.
It does.
And the recipe does call for vanilla extract, but I'm not putting that in because of the maple syrup. There's no sense putting it in when you got tons of flavor here. Oh, it looks mapley. So we're going to add a little bit more. And I'll scrape down the sides very soon. of butter on the stove melting for the chocolate cake. And actually right now I'm gonna scrape down the sides. And in case anybody was wondering about the music playing in the background, that actually is Burning Kelly's new CD, Echoes. They're an Irish duo from, of course, Ireland. Very nice guys. And if you want their CD, you can go on their website and get it. I highly recommend you do that. Highly do. And check out their tour schedule too. Add a little bit more flour. And some milk. So basically you keep on going back and forth until it's completely mixed. So we'll be back after it's completely all mixed in, and we'll start dividing it into our pans, and then we'll do the chocolate cake. So, okay, we're back, and the mix looks amazing. It smells really good.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to come over here where I have my pans lined, and we're going to be doing... What? Someone's freaking out because they might be in the video? We're dividing this up.
No winning now.
I'm just gonna put you in the video because you keep trying to get out of it.
Thanks.
Welcome.
So I got my scoop and I'm gonna... Well, these are smaller than I'm used to. Majorly smaller. And they don't want to go in right. See, they just don't want to. Just don't want to go. Temperamental, I tell you. It's okay. Alright, well I do this and make a mess while I'm doing it. Because I am making a mess while I'm doing it. I'm not gonna lie, I am. It happens. We'll be right back, and after I get this done, we'll be starting the chocolate cake mix. Hi, we're back. Okay. I know it's been kind of fast with the recipes and that, but we're on a time frame here. But right now we're doing the chocolate cake, and I am using, again, I'm using melted butter instead of oil or margarine, and it's unsalted, by the way. I always use unsalted. So I'm putting this in, and it's a half a cup, and it's 1.5 cups of sugar, so it's on the same theme. Maple syrup is going in there. Yummy. That there. I'm gonna mix this up a little bit. And for this recipe, you need 2 eggs, 1 3/4 cup of flour. You need 1/2 cup of cocoa, but I'm not using cocoa. I'm actually using melted chocolate. Melted dark chocolate for this recipe is what I'm going to be using.
I didn't do that.
You like that, did you? And you also need 1/4 teaspoon of salt in there. This here is our baking soda, the teaspoon baking soda. And this is 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And 1 1/4 cups of milk in there. Like I said before, I will be putting the recipe on the description down below. I think somebody needs to sneeze. We're gonna see how this is looking. It's looking good, so right now I'm just going to add the eggs to it. Get that all mixed in. And it's the same style as when we did the white cake. A little bit of flour, milk, until it's all incorporated. And this recipe also calls for the vanilla, but we're not doing that. I'll be right back shortly before I add the chocolate to it. Okay, we're back. This is our chocolate, nice and melted. So I'm going to gradually add it to our mixture here. And it's still just the eggs and the corn syrup and the butter. And we're going to get this all in here. Because I want it chocolatey. And I think so does Marley.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like to lick the bowl.
I know you like to lick the bowl. As long as I don't get it on myself, we're okay. Put that on there. Alright, so that's nice. Ooh, that looks chocolatey.
Oh, so good.
Okay, we're going to add some of this flour. And we're going to add some milk to it. This is going to look awesome. And oh, you can really smell.
It smells so good. You can smell the chocolate maple really well.
Yeah. I'm glad I decided to make little cupcakes too with the extras. Because then we get to... Because we can't eat these, yes. We can't taste these. But we can taste these, not a problem. Well, we gotta know what it tastes like. Come on now. Before the day.
Yes.
You know, because you don't want to... You can't serve anything to anybody that doesn't taste good. If you're not going to like it, you're not going to eat it yourself, no sense. Okay, so I'm just going to keep on doing this a little at a time until it's all mixed. And we'll be right back and we'll get it in the containers and throw it in the oven.